Representatives and the Senate separately. Whoever wins in the House of Representatives gets to form government. In order to win in the House of Reps, you need more than 50% of the votes. I'll get onto that later. To win in the Senate, you generally need to win a set quota of votes, of formal votes, not informal votes. Because if an informal vote, you could just write like, I like dim sims or some nonsense like that, and it just doesn't count. It's a wonderful way to get around that $20 fine. I mean, like, what are you going to do if they fine you? Just going to not pay. Like, what are they going to do? Fine me again? Anyway, in the lower house, to vote in the lower house, I'll have an example later. You need to order the candidates from your most preferred to your least preferred. So generally, 1 to 8 is the norm. Although you will place a number next to a name, so it'll have the name, then the party. Again, there'll be an example on the next slide. You are voting for the party, not for the candidate. In the Senate, there's 2 options. I'll get to that later. But in the House of Representatives, for that ballot, you are just voting for the party. In each round, whoever has the lowest amount of first preference votes is eliminated. For my examples, your first preference is always going to be the one that gets eliminated. At which point, your second preference is counted as your first, and the votes will stack. There's the example. As you can see there on the left, you got the ballot, you got all your little candidates, whoever you want to vote for. This graph, number of votes, just a hypothetical. So here, your first is the guy from the Feathered Hats party, right? But clearly he's gotten the least amount of votes. So what's going to happen to those votes is they're going to go to your second. And so now your second and the competition in number 4 from the brick throwing party are neck and neck, they're tied. So from there, whoever would get the most votes, the largest proportion of votes, so if your third choice, Klaus Schwab from the Fluoride party, gets the most votes, then it's stack on top, and then you probably win the election. So that they'll just keep eliminating your options if they get the least amount of votes until eventually, let's say, I don't know, once it hits your 5th, you get the full array of more than 50% of the votes. That's an absolute majority, as I said earlier. In the Senate, it's way differently. The ballot paper is stupidly long for some reason. It's like a meter long. I saw an article on the BBC. So, it still uses a preferential voting system though. The way they're counted and eliminated or switched are the same, but the way you vote is different. So you can vote over the line, which is like here, up there. I don't know if you can see the cursor, but over the line is exactly what it sounds like. You've got to order them at least 6 parties, as you would like in the lower house ballot. So like maybe I want to put, I don't know, the Kill All Puppies party last and the Cupcakes for Everyone party first. I don't know, just a point of personal preference. Now, so that's as simple as it sounds. Now, if you're voting under the line and you want to be, hold up the whole line and make everyone hate you and immediately give up your right to own a car, have a driver's license, have respect from everybody else, etc., etc., you can vote under the line, at which point you would have to number at least 12 candidates. So you have to do all your research and, what candidate do I want to vote for? Just vote for the party. Like, seriously, who is voting under the line? What nerd votes? My bibliography. Oh, yeah, the sources are the wrong colour. Oh well, what are you gonna do? That's Bob Catter. He's eating a pie. Well, he doesn't like it because it's vegan. A funny picture. Anyway, obviously, I got two of my sources are from the actual Australian Electoral Commission. Very good on my part, obviously. Well researched. Primo information source. You got but they don't tell you everything really. And then the BBC article explained it way better, so just use that instead. Yeah. I'm dreaming of a creek, he said.